Hello family, welcome back to another video with Miss Cynthia. Thank you for tuning in on this wonderful Friday, on this happy and faithful Friday. So let me ask you, how are you today? How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Well, I hope that each and every one of you all are having an amazing day. And if it's not amazing, let me tell you, you are amazing. You are an amazing person existing in this day. I just want to let you know. I want to say thank you to all my old subscribers for coming back. Thank you for my new subscribers for giving me this chance to grow with you and you grow with me, and welcome to this platform, new and old and upcoming. So I want to tell you before I start this video that God has not forgot about you. He has not forgot about you, so don't you think that he has. He has plans for you, has big plans for you. Okay, so I'm gonna slide on into this video, while I was so hype about that part. This morning when I was reading my Bible and I was meditating, and so many things kept hitting me and kept dropping in my spirit, so much so I can't wait to share it with y'all, and this is why this platform exists. You know how sometimes you feel like you've been forgotten and you're wondering what's going on, what's happening, when is this, when, the who, what, why, when, and where. Those things, they're gonna happen, but you just gotta trust the process. I tell you this all the time, trust the process. Just like slow progress is still progress, same difference. You trust both of them. I know from experience that God is real. He is real. He is real. Yesterday I had to go out of town for some very important business with my daughter. We were going through a custody case. Be careful. Oh, that was a deep side note because I'm trying to be careful with my words. When you have children with someone, be careful who you're having children with. You cannot lay down with somebody because you think you love them or they love you. Whatever the case may be, look, we've all been there. Some of us just like myself, I was fortunate enough that I didn't have to deal with what my daughter was going through, right? But I'm her mom. I didn't leave her side. Just like God is my father, he never left my side. But as time progressed, you do need to watch what you're doing. You got to watch how you handle situations, right? So me, the devil knows me just like God knows me. He knows us. You know what I'm saying? The devil knows us inside and out. He know what makes us tick. He know what makes us uneasy. He know what makes us upset. He know how to throw things in our spirit to get us off track, to try to worry us half to death or to death. You just got to know when that time is and how to handle it, right? So, I love my grandbabies. I know sometimes y'all hear my babies in the background when they doing what they do, when they crying or whatever. And I'm not saying that the other grandparent doesn't love them, because I know they do. We started off in a great relationship. Hear me? Now pay attention. We started off in a great relationship. We was excited about Chloe. She was the firstborn girl, the first granddaughter to the other grandparents, but the first granddaughter to me, but the second grandchild. We're still in love with this little girl, When you know what you know, you know what you know. For me, the gift that I have, sometimes, it could come off as a blessing and sometimes it could come off as a curse. I already knew that the devil was going to throw salt in the game. I already knew what he was going to do because there was so much love between us starting off, right? And we went through a patch where my daughter and the father of the children, they were going through their differences, and somehow we got involved because we both want what's in the best interest of the grandchildren, right? My daughter's an excellent mother. The father, not so much, you know. He's young, he's growing, he's learning. And his mom knows that. She also knows that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. You shouldn't have to be forced to take care of your children. You were the head honcho in the initiation. You were a willing participant in the sexual act of having children. You didn't use protection, none of that. So a child was born. And it wasn't like she was unplanned. You know, they both knew what they were doing. They grown. But again, everybody got jumbled up in the situation, yada, yada, yada. I can only speak for myself with this. My daughter will tell you, I don't take sides. I don't do that. I don't take sides. Sometimes I know it still shocks her. I didn't do it when she was young, and I don't do it now that she's an adult. I do what's right because I know that's what God wants. The mother somehow believes that I tried to coach my daughter into having the father pay child support, you know, putting them in the system or whatever. You can think what you want, you can feel how you want. But I'm going to say it again. Nobody should have to force anyone to take care of their children. If you are out here buying marijuana every day to support your habit, you're supporting your friends, you got people laying up in your house, supporting them while you're not doing anything for your child, that's not right. And that didn't fly right in my eyes. Look, if you guys never have a relationship, if you don't want to co-parent, that's one thing. But to simply not put forth a penny for your child, that's wrong. That's dead wrong. And his mother agreed. So then how do you turn the cheek for your son and act like he's doing stuff? No, you're the grandmother. You're doing his part. I get some things, but you can't take over his part. You can't be a man for him. You just can't. So with all of what I just said, things just started to spiral out of control. And they did. Again, I already knew it was going to happen. I just had to get through it. And I got through it. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, when we left to go out of town back to our old hometown, because this is where the case had to be tried, I wasn't worried. I wasn't stressed. Look, I gave all of that to God because I couldn't do it no more. I wasn't worried about my grandbabies being taken away from my daughter because she did nothing wrong, you know. But I know the court system can get tricky. But my God, ain't no tricks about them. So the outcome was that not he get them, but she gets them. And that's how we wanted it. Because we don't trust, no, you can't keep these babies by yourself. You ain't even in their life like that. You go to your mother's house to see them, which is fine. And that's how it's always been. She's always kept them. When they weren't here with us, that's where they were. But this was all about the money that he had to pay for child support. Sad but true. Sad but true. My daughter worked every day. But he had a responsibility in making that child just like she did. And that's all we wanted, was for him to take responsibility. Okay, so the key factor in everything I said from beginning to end, God knew how we both, I'm going to speak for myself. God knew how I never sent her in a negative fashion towards anyone. I always taught my kids to be respectful towards people, do right towards people, no matter what you feel like in a moment. Because in a moment, you can treat a person any kind of way. You can tell a person how you feel and don't care about it. tell them where to go where the sun don't shine. You can tell them that in a moment where you get angry. And we are allowed to be human. But you have to control some of that stuff at some point. You just simply have to. Because if you don't control it, you could just walk around being like that all the time, and you cannot. But God blessed me also. He kept me sane. He showed me that what I tried to do and what I did do, I did the right thing. And that's all I've ever tried to do, was do the right thing. Those are my grandbabies. I love them just like a grandmother would love their a grandchild and more. When you're a grandparent, that thing hit different. And so sensitive to them, so much more loving than you did your own child. And I don't know, that's just how it happened. You know, God was with me. Not only was he with me, he was with her, but I'm speaking about myself. She can only tell her story. He was with me. He didn't forget. He didn't forget me in that moment. That's why you got to start putting your trust and your beliefs. Put it where you, look, if you say you believe, believe. If you don't know who God is, get to know who he is. Just like today is Friday. People can get so hyped up about Friday, like they're about to become a millionaire or whatever makes them happy. I just used that as an example. I don't know. Get happy about getting to know who God is. Because when those moments hit you, those gut-wrenching moments hit you, you're going to need him. I need him because I trust in him. He's my God. He's my Father. If you don't have somebody or something that you believe in, look, you have to find it, get it, because you're going to need it. God doesn't forget about you. He doesn't forget about the right that you've done. He don't forget about the best that you've done. And when you know that you've done the best that you could, he doesn't forget those things. It's about the effort. It's about the effort. When I was driving back home yesterday on the highway, I thought about all the different things that we went through before the custody hearing. And it was all what the enemy wanted. He just wanted to see how we was going to react in that moment. Was it uncomfortable? Yes. For somebody to try to come in and take your children or your grandchildren, yeah, that will make anybody uncomfortable. But I knew my God. I know my God. I know him. Just like he knows me. I wouldn't take anything in this world for the relationship I had with him. Nothing. And from him, this is how I'm able to come to you guys and share what I've experienced, what I go through, and then some. So I hope this was beneficial to somebody. If this video wasn't for you, share it with somebody. For somebody that may be going through something similar or whatever, share it with them. But one thing I can say is this: when you know that you're doing what you have to do for those children, you don't have to worry about anything. You just keep doing the best you can, and God gonna do the rest. He's gonna get you there, you know. So, you know, don't go through a process bashing the other grandparent or, you know, just bashing people along the way. It doesn't work like that. God knows when we're frustrated. He gets it. But bring that thing on back in when you calm down some. Talk to him about it. Don't go talk to your friends about it. You go talk to God about it. Pour your heart out to him. Pour your everything out to him. Talk to him about it. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Mwah. Okay, so say what now about that word? Okay, let's get it.